Okay. I don't know what the fuck wrong with that button. I need the nigga rig. Okay, I need the nigga rig that button. I need that button that wasn't working. I'm sorry. To all y'all on Facebook, I'm sorry. So all you motherfuckers ain't gotta start texting me at one goddamn time. Now, for those of y'all on Facebook, let me say this one last time. I moved my shows around. The show I was gonna do at 7, I'm doing now. Okay? Because it's more juicier. Now, as I was saying, I got to watch that button over there though. It jumps on and off with a good get ready. Uh, the show I'm gonna do at 7 o'clock deals with Michelle McKinney, who is legally married from the documents that I have received, copies of the marriage license. She's legally married to Kenneth Smith. Kenneth Smith last year got married to Pamela Smith. Well, what Pamela didn't realize, I don't guess, is that Kenneth Smith had not divorced Michelle Smith. Michelle Smith says, ducking and diving, won't sign no papers, wouldn't answer our calls or nothing like that. So I'm wild. Who do you reach out to, goddamn it, in Memphis, Tennessee, when you can't get something done? You reach out to me. I'm the motherfucker that everybody listens to. I'm the one that everybody watches. So, I told her, I told her when she was, I said, now, he gonna respond to you once you put it on my page, and I make a post about it on my page with all the pictures uh, and all that. She said, no, he ain't. Shit. He started responding on the goddamn page. And as I will say to him, I will talk to him. I think I got his number. In case I don't, I do want to talk to him tonight. Oh, now my head hot. Let me take my cap off. Okay. Uh, I do want to talk to him on the air. I want to talk to all of the parties that's involved. So I figured that show this evening would be a bigger show than the show I'm doing at midnight. Now, this is a good show I'm going to do at midday. But I figured it would need 2 hours because I got to talk to everybody. Then Kenneth said on the page he wasn't legitimately married to Michelle because the preacher wasn't ordained. Hmm. And you know that really ain't no factor. Now, I do want you to know that. He wasn't ordained. So all of that's gonna be this evening. I'm gonna try to talk to Pamela. If Pamela will talk to me, because I want to know if she knew she really ain't married right now. She really ain't. If ain't no divorce taking place, he really ain't your husband. Y'all ain't seeing, y'all shacking, but y'all ain't married. So y'all tune in tonight. Tonight is the night for the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Gonna be off the chain on tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I can't wait to do the Thaddeus Matthews on tonight. Mm-hmm. All right, now let me uh, get ready for this shit for the day. Yeah, let's get ready for this stuff. No. Israel nigga season, we ain't talking about that shit. Get off my page with that bullshit. If you can't talk about what's on my subject, then fuck you. Don't ask me no goddamn questions about shit that I ain't talking about. You here looking for sex. Okay, well, you won't do it here because I'm blocking you right now. Okay. Israel nigga season, I might as well gonna block you too. Because you already look like you might be a pain in the ass today, and I don't feel like none today. Now, this morning while I was sitting up on the radio playing the best blues in the world, and if y'all heard me this morning, I played my motherfucking ass off this morning. I came across an article that I think is worth talking about. It says man charged with attempted murder after shooting girlfriend in front of children, police say. This happened here in Memphis, Tennessee. We can do a show off of shit here in Memphis, Tennessee every day of the year. Memphis police arrested a man who shot his girlfriend multiple times in front of her children. The shooting happened January 12th in the 900 block of Broward Street, according to police. Freddie, that's his name, Freddie Whitaker contacted the victim and told her he was breaking up with her and coming over to get his belongings, according to an affidavit. The victim told Whitaker he could not come, but he told her he was on the way. She probably had somebody at the house. The couple began to argue when he arrived at the home. The victim's 10-year-old and 6-year-old children were sitting next to her when Whitaker opened fire with a handgun, according to the affidavit. The woman was hit 13 times in the thighs, abdomen, and lower left shoulder. She ran down the street. I don't know what all them bullets in your thigh. She ran down the street with her children to a relative's home. She was rushed to the Regional 1 in critical condition, according to the affidavit. Police later saw a silver Nissan Altima doing 63 miles per hour near Highland and Midland. When officers conducted a police stop, Whitaker jumped out of the car, according to the affidavit. He was arrested. His license has been suspended as of February 2, 2018, for failure to answer summons. According to the affidavit, police received information he had been involved in a shooting. Police found an AR-15 and 2 handguns in his car, according to the affidavit. He was taken to 201 Poplar. He has been charged with attempted first-degree murder, domestic assault, speeding, and other crimes. Yeah, I was wondering how she was able to run too. Like I said, that adrenaline was flowing. Why can't you let a crazy motherfucker go? Now, this man that shot her, this ain't the first time he's been abusive to her. Now, apparently from the affidavit, he was quitting her. I'm coming to your house to get my shit. That's all I want is my shit. Now, Freddie, I need my shit. Freddie, shit right now. God damn it. I don't want you no more. I want my shit right now. How come I can't come get my shit? You got some other motherfucker over there? I can't come get my shit? I'm coming to get my shit anyway. Fuck you. I'm coming to get now. Freddie, don't come over getting that. Freddie, don't. Bitch got my shit. And I'm coming to get my shit right now, motherfucker. Don't you say shit. She let the motherfucker come in. Now, Freddie, here your drawers. I didn't wash them. You had a pair of socks in there, some jeans, and a t-shirt. Here your shit. Now just go. I ain't going no goddamn where. Freddie, you said you didn't want to be here with me. You don't want me no more. Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh, I know what's up. You got another motherfucker, ain't you? Yeah, that's the where at? Let me look under this motherfucking couch. Let me look under these goddamn pillows. Wait. Ain't somebody else been over here? No, something, Mr. Freddie. Oh, yes, it is. That's the reason. That's the reason you told me I could come get my shit. We didn't argue about me. You said it was okay for me to come get my shit. If I can't have it, can't no other motherfucker. Freddie, come on now, nothing from the children. Fuck your little ugly ass children. Little nappy-headed motherfuckers anyway, goddammit. Little skeezer-looking motherfuckers. I don't want you no more either, Freddie. I don't want you to have another man. Yes, and his dick bigger than yours. Pow, pow, pow. But why do y'all hold on to men? Why? Um, why do women do it? Why do women hold on to men that you know ain't no damn good? Why do you hold on to a man that's whooping your ass? Huh? It becomes a crime of passion at that time. Motherfucker shoot you once, okay. Maybe twice. But what a motherfucker shoot you 13 times? And your body just goes. Why? The children didn't get hit. The children probably ran. Mama, we wish we could stay here with you, but yeah, somebody got to live to tell the goddamn story. She'll go back to him. Hmm. Yeah. Many times you as women, you take these ass whoopings and you go back to him. You think that this is love. Yeah, you do. He loved me. How you know he loved you, baby? He shot me 13 times. Your man didn't shoot you but once. My man B, he showed his love for me. And the Lord must want me to be with him because I lived through all 13 bullets. That's the mindset. That's the mindset. But at least she has enough strength to run down the street. I don't know. With all them bullets in you. She was able to run down the street. Oh, he'll be in jail now. But he'll probably get a bond. And she may even help pay the bond. So I want to know. I want to know. Help us this evening, if y'all will. I want to know what the mindset is. What is the mindset of a woman that just can't let go? Is it the dick? Do abusive motherfuckers fuck you better? Huh? Is he beating your pussy up so being abusive? You miss his dick? Ain't nobody else gonna fuck me like this. That you take the abuse. Huh? I love to hear from you. Is he eating your pussy that well? Because if he's abusive, he ain't buying it that much. Get your 4 for 4 or whatever that is. Is it the battered woman syndrome? Do you like when he beat you up because he's going to beat your pussy up even better? He going to tear your ass up after he tag your ass up? Come on, somebody call me now. Because I want to hear your story. You got a story to tell. Do you like an ass whooping? Did you at one time take ass whoopings because you liked them? You thought that an ass whooping was a part of love? Did you get an orgasm off of a ass whooping? Call me. 901-231-9239. Mm, mm. Don't keep it a secret, no, baby. So long, baby. Purge yourself. Are you that lonesome, that hard up? I hear somebody say, beat your ass and eat your ass. I ain't gonna jump on you no more this week. You can wait till next week, baby. Yeah, baby. I ain't gonna beat your ass till next week. Okay. Is it that some women really don't know what love is? You've never known real love? Your daddy didn't love you. You never saw a man properly love a woman? Have you been abused by men and you stayed? Why did you stay? Come on, ladies. Don't be bashful. Did you enjoy the ass whoopings? Did you even try to defend yourself? Or Or did you think that defending yourself would make it even worse? Do you think that when a man hits you, he loves you? That he's showing you that he loves you? Why did you stay? Oh, somebody got a story to tell today. Purge yourself and help a sister out. Help some of them sisters that's in it. Because it's somebody that's watching me right now. You knee deep in it. Hmm? Have you ever had to defend yourself? You married to an abusive man. I'm gonna stay here for better or for worse. The worst could be you a dead motherfucker. Can't get no worse than that. I'm staying for the children. The church is out saying you get your ass beat. What are you proving to your children? What are you proving to your children? Staying in that relationship. Oh, come on, ladies. You ain't brave enough to tell the stories this morning? It's a shame. Somebody says her self-esteem so long she don't think she good enough for anyone else. Is that it? You think ain't nobody gonna want you? And you want a man so bad. You want a man so bad that you'll take any type of abuse. Is that what you want? These people clean up what they gotta do with my show. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on and tell me what's wrong. Come on, talk to me. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all weak this morning. Some of you ladies weak. Some of you ladies real weak this morning. You know you want to tell it. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you because many of you accept the ass whooping. Many of you have normalized an ass whooping. Many of you think that an ass whooping is something that you supposed to take. And there's always a way out. There's always a way out of your abusive relationship. Go ahead, Latanya. Yeah.
And I think sometimes we stay because of fear and because of threats that have been made. Because I was in an abusive relationship, and my abuser threatened that if I left him, he said, it ain't over until I say it's over. If you leave, I'll have you killed and your whole family killed. And I've already given the mob everybody's address. And I didn't know better. I was younger, and I didn't know any better. And I feared. I truly feared for my family's life. You know, so sometimes we stay because we are afraid of threats. And I'm saying that we should, because if I knew then what I know now, I would have left a long time ago. And I stayed in it for about a year. I was with him 2 years, but the first year, he did not abuse me. The abuse started the second year. And then he made threat to that mom already have everybody addressed. And if you leave, I'm going to have your whole family killed. And I was truly, I believed him and I was scared.
Now, let me ask you some questions. How old were you?
I'm 52 now, but when this happened, I was about 21, 19, 20, something like that.
Okay. Was he mob connected?
I don't know. And the only thing what he feared me was that he had family in Washington, D.C. at the time, and he claimed that all I have to do is give my cousin Lorenzo a call. And, you know, and then back then I was younger, and I thought the mom did Washington, D.C. So I really was afraid, and I truly believed him. And I stayed in that abuse, and whenever I came up with black eyes and busted nose, I would make excuses when I went around friends or family that say, what happened to your eye? I'll come up with a lie. I failed. What happened to you? You know, and I lied and covered for a very long time because I was afraid that he would, you know, because of the violence he brought upon me, I thought he was capable of really hurting me more, hurting my family. And some of the threats he had made with me, the threats he had made to, he went as far as one day and drove me to the gas station and bought gas and drove me out to the woods and told me that he was going to dash the gas on me and put a match to me. And I believed him, and I was a nervous wreck. But he drove out there for the fear. He didn't do that to me, but he had done so many things that were like so hurtful. And so I just was afraid, and I was scared. So that's why I probably identify with a lot of women who stay because of fears.
So let me ask you this. How did you get out?
One day, my mom, you know, she started to hear things from other people that they thought he was abusing me because I lied to my mother. Whenever she asked me, I would lie and say no, and I would make excuses that I got in a fight with someone. You know, I would make all kind of lies to my mom for her not to know that he was beating me. And then one day, my mom sat down and talked to me, and she said, you know, you're young and you're beautiful. She said, you keep letting that man beat on you. She said, when he do some permanent damage to you and you know, and make you ugly, and he put out your eye permanently, and he put scars all over your face, she said, and he's going to move on and find someone else, and you're going to be left like that. And she, you know, and for some reason that day I listened, and the whole time I would be praying. Sometimes I would be in the car with him, and he'd be cussing me out, bitch this and bitch that. And while he cussing me out, I'll be over there praying to God, saying, God, please remove him from my life. So I think prayer here, because I pray literally every day, God, please remove him from my life. Please remove this man from my life. And, you know, I don't have the strength to do it, you know, because I was scared. And then one day after my mom talked to me, it kind of sank in that, you know, why are you letting him do this? So I finally ended it with him, and I stopped picking up the phone when he called, and he made threats after that.
Were you all living together?
We wasn't living together, no. We wasn't living, I was still living at home at the time with my mother. And I would never leave my mother's side because I thought he would have her hurt after I ended it. And he made threats, and he would walk past my mother's house and try to intimidate me with his visibility. And then when I finally, after probably about 3 or 4 months away from the abuse, then I finally started to go out again with my friends and go to the club again. And one night I went out to the club with some friends, and we, you know, of course we was young, we didn't have cars at the time, and we needed a ride home. And this guy gave us a ride home, and I happened to be the one in the front seat with the guy, and he pulled in front of the guy, and we almost like had to slam brakes not to race with him. And he got out and came to the guy's car, and he said, if I had my gun with me, I'd shoot up his whole car. And And so the guy was like, "You're not gonna shoot up my car. It ain't got nothing to do with what you and her got going on. But you're not gonna shoot up my car." So he was really a coward. He left, and he went to that guy's house at 4 o'clock and sometime in the morning and broke all the windows out of this guy's car. And after that, he left and fled because the guy went to his house looking for him, and he moved to Washington D.C. And that's how I finally got rid of him when he left town. Then he left me alone, and he finally moved to another state. But it was really traumatic, and I think even today, um, now after him, my tolerance for a man putting a hand on me is like zero. Like, I got serious after that. I got married, and then my husband and I had a fight one night, and he slapped me. I totally lost my mind on my husband. I went to jail. I lost my mind. So I think after that abuse, he created a monster, and I won't say a monster because I'm supposed to defend myself. But after that experience, now my tolerance is like zero. A man hit me, we're going to war, and I fight back. Now, but with him, I didn't even fight back. I cover my head. I cover my. So it was, so going through what I went through, I think a lot of us are afraid.
So, is this man still alive?
He's still alive. He's reaping what he sowed. Now the last time I heard from someone, because I no longer live in Georgia, he's still in Georgia. I live in Arizona now, but I heard from someone that he's had a stroke. He's back home with his mother taking care of him. He never got married because every woman he would abuse, and they would somehow, finally get away from him. But he's never been married. He's in his 60s now, and he's at home with his 80-year-old mother taking care of him.
Well, baby, I hate that you had to go through all of that, and I hate that you took it so long. Uh, and I appreciate you saying that your tolerance for that no longer exists. Uh, so, are you married now?
I am married now, and um, I have a beautiful marriage, and I pray for my husband, and God bless me with a good husband. And he don't. Not only does he not put his hand on me, he doesn't even curse at me. He doesn't even raise his voice at me. When we have a disagreement, we talk about it. But I'm blessed with a good man and a good marriage.
Did you tell your present husband about your experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and he kind of acts kind of like you. He acts like, why did you deal? So I had to explain to him. I was afraid because a lot of people that know my story, they ask, but why? Because he would do things like, draw a knife on me. He never cut me, but he would draw a knife on me. He was just, not only did he beat me, he would make threats about drawing a knife on me. He would make threats about shooting me, and he was just a horrible person.
Okay. Well,
and after the fact, he ended up going to prison sometime years later. And one day a letter showed up in the mail, and he, like 4 or 5 pages, and he did apologize for what he did to me and that I didn't deserve it, that he's changed. But of course, that's a jailhouse talk, but I didn't care because, of course, I no longer wanted to deal with it. But he did send me a letter apologizing after the fact, like maybe 4 or 5 years down the road. I got a letter from him saying he was sorry for what he did to me.
all right. I appreciate you sharing your story.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What's your story? You want to tell your story today? And maybe your story from the past will help someone that's going through the same problem presently. You wearing sunglasses in the wintertime. Ain't no sun now. People know what's going on with you. Does your fear of the individual overshadow your concern for yourself? Let me hear your story. Carl, what do you got to say? 901-231-92. Much like that. Yeah, that ain't even, come on. It's human nature. It's human nature. Why did you know anything about it? It's human. You heard the woman say he sent a letter. Okay. People will probably share with her. Well, you know he ain't doing no good now. He had a stroke and his mama had to take care of him now. Why should she go visit him or who was that? It's in the past. It's past tense. Why do you want to make the past tense present tense? If you moved on with your life and she's moved on with her life and she had somebody else, why? If she didn't whoop his ass then, if she didn't kill him then, why would she kill him now? Move on means exactly that. Move on. I leave you in my past because my past can never become my present again. And it's definitely not my future. My past cannot be my future unless I make it be. You're looking at TV and Diary of a Mad Black Woman and all that other shit. That's TV. Just move on. In life, move on. You can't do nothing with yesterday. If you didn't do what needed to be done yesterday, move on. Let it be a memory. The memory of how my mother beat my, how my father beat my mother came back. Call me. 'Cause I'm going to ask you something. As a child watching your father beat your mother, 901-231-9239. Were you a child and you saw the physical abuse in your household? How did it make you feel? Hmm. Did the way that you saw your father abuse your mother, why do men cheat and do women so bad? Well, goddamn it, you can ask the same question. And that ain't what we're talking about, dumbass. You as a child, you saw your father constantly abusive to your mother. I saw your mother abuse your father because that does happen too. How did it make you feel as a child? You're a woman. Did it cause your relationships with a man that wanted to be good to you? Did it cause that relationship to go bad because you had already built up a defense mechanism because of what you saw? What time is it? I got just a little time because I'm getting off today on time today. 901-231-9239. My father beat my mom, and I always said I would never date a black man. Call me. Jess Williams, call me. What does the fact have to do with a black man? Nina, I grew up with a domestic violence. My mom endured 3 marriages that was abusive. I once asked why. She said it was for financial reasons and love. Just Williams, you don't think that white men are abusive? You don't think that white men beat white women? You don't think that none of the shelters have white women in it? Yes. Yes.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yes.
Call from 0. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Go ahead, Gerald.
Hey, what's going on, man? I wanted to chime in a little bit.
Okay.
I'm originally from Gary, Indiana, but I grew up in an abused home. As far as my mom and my father goes, I grew up watching my dad with my mom. Beat her. You know what I mean? I witnessed my dad taking my dad used to get off work and take my mom hand and literally running through glass windows and glass doors just because he got mad or something like that. He used to get off work and we'd be asleep, normally got to go to school, and he would, wake us up in the middle of the night, whoop our ass for no reason, put us outside in the cold, 0 below weather.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. One day he got off work and he came on in the house and just came in and he picked my mom up out of the bed while she was asleep, picked up and slammed on the floor. And I told my brother, I said, hey man, I said, are we gonna sit here and let this man, at this time I'm a teenager.
Okay.
Hey man, are we gonna sit here and we gonna let this man keep beating on our mama like this? I mean, what are we gonna do? Well, I'm not getting into it. Excuse my French. I said, fuck that. I went upstairs and I said, hey, don't put your hands on my mama. I mean that. He said, I brought you in this world, I'm gonna take you out. I said, well, you want to take me out, but you're not gonna put your hands on her again. Mm-hmm. She ain't did nothing. I watched you put her ass long enough. You're not gonna do it no more. He said, get out. I got out. We went outside in the backyard. He put a gun up to my head. He said, I'll blow your brains out. I said, well, do what you gotta do. But you ain't gonna hit my mama no more. And I mean that. You're not gonna hit her no more. And he said, you gotta go. You gotta get the F out. You gotta get the F out. It's cold. Wintertime. Nowhere to go. I jumped on my bike. I drove all the way to my grandma's house on my bike about 12 o'clock at night. She answers the door. I smacked the piss out of my grandma. Everybody screaming and hollering. Why did you hit grandma? I said, I'm tired of your son beating on my mama. He ain't finna hit my mama no more. Police got called. Police came over. I ended up going back to the house. They ended up calling my dad, telling him what happened. I got back to the house. He was ready to fight. I said, nah, you see how it feels. Don't put your hands on my mama.
So wait. Let me stop. Let me ask you something. So when he put you out, you got on your bicycle and rode to his mama's house.
I rode to his mama's house.
And when his mama answered the door, you slapped his mama.
Slapped it.
Okay. Okay.
Slapped it. Do I feel bad for doing that? Yeah. I felt bad. But it was a lesson that needed to be taught. You're not going to put your hand on a woman. I believe that any man put his hands on a woman is a coward. I don't care how mad this woman may make you or how mad you get. Putting your hands on a woman is a cowardly move.
So how?
I don't believe.
So how did that end? How did that end up, brother, with you and your father?
Hey, he got the best relationship right now. Him and my mother is no longer together. But me and him got the best relationship we could ever have. So. You see what I'm saying?
So how did you the two of you all cultivate a relationship?
Because I had to explain to him. That was your mom? That didn't feel good. You see what I'm saying? That was your mom. That didn't feel good. He said, no, it didn't feel good. I want to do so and so and so and so. As a child, me growing up watching, how do you think I feel? You waking this woman up in the middle of you 300 plus pounds. She only a bucket and a half. 150 pounds. You picking her up, throwing her on the floor. You know, my mom had maybe 6 surgeries in one eye. She almost lost her son when he took her hand through that window, that glass door window. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Beating her with pop fans, stuff like that. When you grow up like that, man, you get at a point, and sometimes you get tired. I got tired. I grew up with it. I grew up with him beating us.
Well, I mean, and one other question I got to ask you. Mm-hmm. Did you ever get all right with your grandmama?
Yeah, I made it okay. Yeah.
So when your grandmama asked you why you slapped her, what'd you tell her?
I'm tired of your son putting your hand on my mom. It was more than my grandma. I had to deal with my aunt, my aunties. I had to deal with a lot of people. And I was willing to fight anybody that came my way at the age that I was about my mom. I was willing to fight. That woman did something she didn't have to do. She carried me for 9 months. She brought me in with the help of my father. But she brought me in this world. She didn't want to lay down and went 9 hours away. He didn't. All he had to do was stand there. But I couldn't take it no more putting your hands on me. I couldn't take it no more hearing her scream and holler. Why are you hitting on me? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I couldn't take it no more when you sitting up here punching her, beating her in the face because she tired, you hungry, and she didn't cook you nothing to eat. And you could have took yourself in the kitchen and made you a cold cut sandwich or something. I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take it no more because every time you get off work, you want to come down in the basement and wake us up. No, we got to be at school at 7:30 in the morning. We already got to stand at the bus stop, but you want to put us outside in our underwear.
Let me say something. Let me say something to you, brother. And I want you to listen to me, okay?
I'm listening.
Because I'm listening to you, and I hear the hurt even now in your voice. I hear the fact that no matter what you say, that the relationship is between you and your father, is that you still traumatized, brother. Okay? You still have not gotten over it.
I am.
You know
what? When my brother, my little brother, got caught in a drive-by shooting in 1996. That was a real rough patch for the whole entire family.
Mm-hmm.
She went through enough already. She can't go through nothing else. Losing your baby son in a drive-by shooting, ain't never been in a gang, ain't never had sex, losing your son like that to the streets back in 96, 96, back in the 90s, the 80s, and 90s in Gary, Indiana. Pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty rough. When we lost our little brother, like I said, it took the whole family up. But she, after everything was said and done, she ended up leaving. They've been divorced over 20-something years now.
But you haven't divorced it though, man.
Right now,
see, you still married to it. You still married to what happened 20-something years ago or past that. As a child, you still married to it. You still have all the reflections of what happened in your childhood, and there's something in you that could easily trigger a reaction from you because there's a certain amount of anger in you that you never dealt with. And what I'm saying to you, brother, is that you need to sit down, like you sat here and talked to me today. You need to sit down with somebody in your area and purge yourself and release some things on you, man, because there's a spot in your heart that's still clogged up. And then when you add that trauma and you add the trauma of losing your brother and then everyday circumstances, brother, I would advise you, and I ain't a know it all, but I would advise you that you sit down and talk to somebody, brother. Because you still hurting.
Of course. I mean, like I said, we got a good relationship. Me and my father, we got a good relationship. I love my dad. Do anything for him. We got, I got the best relationship with him before, when all of this went down and everything like that. You know, we got a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? My dad he wasn't the type of dad that, oh man, I love you. All this. He was, you know, my dad grew up in the South. He was, you know, they all from Alabama, Montgomery, Salem, and different parts of that area.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they grew up. You see what I'm saying? They grew up. They grew up in abusive homes. So.
But brother, see, brother, we can't give no excuse for it because everybody didn't abuse their wives from that era. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. When you dream, when you have your dreams, do you ever dream about your childhood?
Of course.
Okay. Do you have constant dreams about your childhood?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But I dream more. Okay. I dream more about my little brother who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm on FaceTime with my mom sometimes, I look at her. Because she's been abused.
Okay.
My mom ain't been in a relationship since. You're talking about, do I want to see my mom happy? Of course I want to see her happy. It's my mom. I want to see her happy. My mom ain't been in a relationship since. She got grandkids, you know, great grandchildren right now. You know, my mom's still young. She's in her, you know, 50s, but it's like when I see her, or if I go visit her, I still think when I see her, it just reminds me of certain things that took place. If I see her hand, I can see the staples that she had to get around her thumb, the palm of her hand around all the way around her thumb. And I look in her eyes, I still see from what the doctors did to the left or the right eye. She had to have 6 surgeries on one eye. She now wears bifocals. You know what I'm saying? She has the weak eye. Beautiful one. You know, it's just stuff like that when I see her or talk to her, it automatically plays back said she the one that ran her own hand through the window, and we witnessed it all, and everybody was scared to say anything to him, but I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared. I'm not, no. You're not going to do that.
Let me say something to you, brother. And what I'm going to say to you, I say it to you out of love as one black man to another black man. Mental illness in the black community is something that we don't want to talk about. And we don't want to talk about therapy because hell, I need to sometimes sit down and talk to a therapist. But you need to sit down, man, and talk with somebody, because the little boy in you is still eating at you. The memories of your past, man, is still eating at you. When you're looking at your mother and you see the constant abuse, you and your mama both need to see a therapist, man. Because see, your mama have not moved on in her life. She's divorced him. She separated herself from him. But man, she's still where I call the graveyard of life. Okay? You and her got side by side plots. And neither one of you will be to your fullness again, brother, until y'all come out of the cemetery. And y'all gonna have to talk to somebody. And you are not gonna be unhurt until your mama is unhurt. Until your mama goes on living, until your mama comes up out of the cemetery, you don't want to come out of that cemetery. Because you know what your mama went through that placed her where she is right now. And you don't want to leave your mama there because you don't want to see your mama ever hurt again like she was hurt in the past. I advise you, man, to get some help, get some therapy for your mom and for you. Y'all sit in together and y'all need to talk. Y'all need to talk with somebody that does this, a professional. I ain't talking about the preacher at the church because he don't know shit. I'm talking about somebody that knows this. Okay, somebody knows this, man. Because the pain is still there. Pain is still there. Man. And my heart leaps for you, man. Because a lot of times we find out the reason we can't move on in life and we can't accomplish certain things in life is because we have not let go of the cemetery, man. And the cemetery just waiting to cover you up. That's all it's waiting for, man. It's just to cover you up. Get you some professional help. Get some help for your mom. I do this. I do this as a show every day, but I also do it as a part of my ministry. And the one thing that I heard in your voice, and God has given me a gift of discernment, brother, is that you're still hurt. You can't let it go. It is never let go. And even sometimes, even though you and your father have a good relationship, you still look at him with disdain, man. And the memories come up. And the wrong holler from your father, his raising his voice too much at you, if you got into it, would bring all of that back into the picture. And you find yourself in trouble for something you have not released. Man, if you ever want to talk about it, call me on anytime on any of these shows and we'll talk about it. Hey man, and this number that you got, in fact, how are you watching me?
Facebook Live right now.
Facebook Live. Go to my Facebook page, because I don't want to give my personal number out here on the air. But go to my Facebook page Go to the my either one, cousin pastor, whichever one you're looking on. Leave me your name.
Yep.
Yeah, leave me your name and your number, and I'm gonna find somebody in your city that can give you a call.
Okay.
Do that for me, brother. What's your first name? So I'll know.
Gerald.
Gerald. Okay. I got you, Gerald. Put it in messenger, brother, and leave me your number, and I'm gonna call and talk with you off the air.
Okay.
It won't be the number you call on here, but it will be a 901 number.
Okay, let me I just sent.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Oh, all right now, thank you.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, he sent it. Okay. And we talked 20 some minutes. But that's a brother that's still hurting. But you know, just like that brother is in pain. So many of you, yeah. So many of you have not left the graveyard. You know, you haven't left the graveyard, man. And that was a very heavy conversation with that brother. I could feel his pain. I could feel his hurt. And I got to go. Is that 2 o'clock? Gavin, make it quick, bro, because I need to go. What's up? What's up? Go ahead, bro. Let me hear you. I'm doing well, bro. Speak up so I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, you don't have me on speakerphone.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. Go ahead, man.
Okay, yes. I was just calling because I seen my mother got beat by my father.
Okay. And
I said my
how
mother got beat by my stepfather.
your stepfather? How old were you, man, when this was happening?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
No, you don't want it.
I was about 12.
Okay.
And I had a brother. My brother was 13.
And tell me about it, man.
Okay.
And look, wait a minute. Let me stop you. If you're listening to me on something else, cut it all the way down and talk to me only on the telephone. Whatever else you're listening to, whether it's your tablet, your TV, or whatever it is, cut it all the way down and just talk to me on the phone.
Okay, you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Okay, yes. No, I was 12, my brother was 13. And stepfather used to always come in the house and drunk. And when I say beat my mother, I'm talking about beat her. And at the moment we couldn't do nothing but watch, holler and just be up in a rage. So it's been on for years. And then I think we got like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a plan. The next time we do this, we really want to catch it. So, I mean, back then, we had like some, like on the wall, it was a sword, and the other one was like the ball with the little thing sticking out of it. So I was going to grab the ball with the thing sticking out. My brother was going to grab the sword. So one day we attacked him. We hit him. I hit him. He stuck him with the sword, and he took out running. So he caught my brother at the door and put a knife on him. So I had to run back inside
And what happened?
And then after we went to a friend's house, we called the police. So the police come and my mother, she was on his side, but he didn't get me. We got to argument. She never would say something to the police about the situation. So they couldn't do nothing. So because he always hit her to the body, he kicked her, but he never like left bruises in her face.
Okay.
And so it was about 3 weeks later. I mean, he didn't have us. I mean, I'm talking about every time he drank, he come home, so I want to fight. So the older we got, my mother said, well, I gotta leave him, because if I don't, my kid's gonna get in trouble, or he gonna kill one of my kids. So they got into it again. One was the last time. So this time we was a little older. I had a knife, he had a knife, and we went out to him. This time he took out running. So he left the house. He didn't come back like a day or two. So when he come back home, we still mad. And my mother, she done forgot all about it. He come in the house, everybody want to go to the movie? To the movie. But my mother went. My sister and them went. No, man, I don't want to go to the movie.
So how are you now, man? How's your mom now, first of all?
My mom, she remarried.
Okay.
She remarried. Right now, I'm 63 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this happened some years ago.
Yeah, it's been a long time, yeah.
But and see, one of the things that I guess we're bringing up today, that the abuse of a woman is also abuse of the children as well. Your brother were abused as well as your mom, maybe in a different way, but the abuse was still there. So I'm sure it's made you as a man not to be abusive in your relationships.
No, I said to myself when I was young, I said, if I ever get into a marriage or relationship, I would never, ever touch a woman. I've been married right now 21 years.
Okay.
Never touch my old lady. Okay. Never touch her. We have disagreements. I would never put my hands on her.
Well, man, I'm proud of that. I'm glad that
it made me a stronger man to see it helping my mother. Then like, no, I never be that kind of man. I never do that.
So whatever happened with your father, man?
It's my stepfather. I don't know where he is.
Okay.
It's my baby sister's father.
Okay.
And I tell you what, one day his mother passed away, and we went to the funeral, and I seen him for the first time in a long time. And then I seen him, I'm like, man, my sister said, Mama.
He did what now?
She said, Mama.
Okay.
Right. I was looking at him, so and then he was looking at me, but he didn't know that was me, because I done got bigger.
Okay.
So he talking to my mother, he talking to my sister. And she said, do you know what that is? He said, who's that? That little Mo? No, I'm not little Mo no more. And I had my fist balled up, and my mother grabbed me and said, no, baby, please get the film. And I really wanted to get it, but I was like, well, something pulled me back. So I went outside to the car. I didn't even want to go back into the film. I stayed in the car till it was over with. And so it was one day that you got to me talk about it. Like I get so mad, I cry about it. And then one day I was at Bible study, and we was talking about forgiveness. You know, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you put out your own blessing, for not forgiving somebody, God forgive us. So we just talking about it. And I dropped there, I said, how can I forgive this man? And I said, what I seen on many occasions. You just got to forgive. So I said, okay, I forgive. He said, God knows when you're serious, when you forgive for real. So one day I sit down, pray back. I said, hey, I forgive. And right to this day, I do forgive. I never forget it. We'll never be on the phone talking to each other, talking to each other face to face.
Mm-hmm.
We'll never do that. But if I sin right today, I don't have any my business to fight or do nothing. If I sin, I just go about my business. I go one way, deal the other way. We'll never talk again.
But forgiveness is a very powerful weapon, brother.
Yes, it is. Yes.
When you are able to forgive, and you don't forget, but it's like I was saying earlier, brother. Forgiveness is moving on. You can let it go. No, y'all ain't gonna never be friends. Y'all ain't gonna sit down at the bar and have no drink. But when the feeling of hate and animosity leaves you, brother, then it has freed you. It's freed you, brother. It's freed you.
Yeah. Right now,
yeah.
I used to say I hate this man. I hate him. I don't even hate him no more. I dislike what he did to my mother, but I don't even hate him. But we'll never sit down and just eat bread together. Never.
Mm-hmm. Never. Bless you, brother.
But if you talking about just seeing somebody, just beat them, talking about kick them, hit them with your fist, talking about kicking, wow, it was just amazing. And I would never in my life treat a woman like that. Thank you, man. I appreciate your call here. Oh, yes, sir. Okay.
This show today has, to me, been one of my best shows in a long time. There's so someone here that said that she was able to release today. The two most powerful words I'm going to give you today is move on. Let's move on. Whatever it is, move on. Mental illness is real. And I'm going to reach out to Gerald. We do need a part two. I might do a part two of this on Monday. This was really deep for me today. And to hear grown men tell their story. And it takes a lot for a grown man to tell his story. We as men like to keep it bottled up. But Gerald, I'm going to reach out to you. In fact, I got to get out here and go take care of some business. I'm gonna probably give you a call later this evening, if not over the weekend. So you can tell me what city that you are in, so that I can find somebody that needs to reach out to you. But sometimes you just need a place to purge yourself. Sometimes you just need a place to talk. You've had it bottled in you for so long. And you've tried to block the memories. But Gerald, your conversation with me was a very powerful call, bro. Very powerful call. But I can feel your hurt. I can feel your pain. Man, but give your mama a hug for me. Give your mama a hug for me. But we're going to get you and your mother some help. Okay. Look, if you would like to support this ministry, and that's what it is, and I guess many of you have seen today ministry in action. I swear we're gone. I swear I swear we're gone. I suppressed the memories all these years until today. If you like to support this ministry, support what I do, support getting more equipment to do it better than what I do right now, to go out to more channels than what I go out on right now. Naked truth is just what it is. That's what we do. Just tell the naked truth. Don't condemn you for being who you are. Because see, sometimes it's the naked truth. See, the naked truth ain't got no clothes on. It ain't nothing covering it. You're able to tell your story. You're able to release. You're able to purge. Would you support this ministry now by going to Cash App? And I'm going to get some other avenues too. $ Naked Truth Ministries. $ Naked Truth Ministries. Many of you have never been affected by any of this. You grew up in perfect households. That's good for you. But many did. Many watch, especially men, watch their mothers abuse. And can you think about the hurt? You heard a man, and I didn't ask Gerald how old he was. But you could still feel and hear the hurt in his voice. I am Monday. I'm going to do a part two where I'm not rushed. And like I said, I got some business I got to go and take care of today. But I see so many of you talking about the abuse that you went through. And many of you have not released. Many of you need to talk about it. You just need somebody to listen. But Monday, I'm gonna take I'm gonna have the time. If this show goes an hour, 2 hours Monday, I'll be prepared to listen to you. You just want somebody to talk to. You just want to get your story out. You just want to release. then we'll do it Monday. Yeah, we'll do it Monday. I invite you to join me Sunday morning as I talk about in my morning message at 10 a.m. on these mediums. God in your finance, God in your success, God in your motivation. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to take my time on Sunday morning. Come with your pen and your pencil as I'm now the cousin pastor that's ready to pastor to everybody. But why don't you donate to this ministry? If this is helping you more than wherever you are a member of, or you have your membership at, help us. I mean, this sermon today put me in a zone, in a zone. I didn't expect to hear Gerald's story than the other brother, but that's some other men that won't talk about it. That's some other men. But then some of you ladies, you want to talk about your abuse. You want to talk about what you went through as children as well. All right, let me get off of here. And I'll look forward until this evening. Boy, this was deep today. Oh, let me do this. Winston Insurance Agency. You need some insurance. Eric Winston is a black owned company that's able to insure anything that you have that's insurable. Auto, life, business, rentals. He can write your policy for it all. He writes for several top rated companies such as Allstate, Liberty Mutual, Nationwide, Progressive, and Farmers. And that's just to name a few. He's licensed in Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Texas, North and South Carolina. So in any of those states, you can call Eric, and Eric got the policy that you need. Call 833-494-6786. 833-494-6786. Or go to his website, WinstonInsures.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with me. Until we meet again this evening at 7. I got an off the chain show at 7. Ooh, you don't want to miss this at 7. Okay? Right here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show, Cousin Pastor Show, whatever you want to call me, I'll be here.